This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling!
Cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
A delicious seltzer on a December afternoon, and holy fucking shit, it's December.
Yeah, I have literally no feelings left to be had about the impossibility of the date. You know how we're all just like, I can't believe it's September, October, November, now December. I don't know if I should feel crazy about it or not.
It sounds like you're feeling a little crazy.
Maybe this sounds, I mean this to sound kind of grounded, but I guess it doesn't. I guess I feel crazy about it. Yeah, it's December. What's going on? How is that possible?
Everyone spent all their emotions. If we got our drink tickets of emotions, we were cashing them out in March. Yeah. Where normally, like, unless you're super into college basketball, shit does not happen in March.
No, nothing happens in March except this year. Everything happened in March.
Everything happened in April and so on up to an election. So I feel like you're literally just cashed out of tickets.
Truly, I have no fucks left to give, I think, but then they'll show up.
But sometimes I'm wondering if I'm borrowing fucks from 2021.
Right. Oh, that's true.
I don't want to spend fucks before I got the fucks, and then I'm in a fucking fuck bucket.
I'm going to be opinionless in 2021.
Anyone who hates cursing who's listening to this episode for the first time is like, okay, it's a pass. It's a pass for me.
It's a no for me.
Wait, so how are you feeling about the holidays? Because you're a person who dates a man who loves Christmas, and then also you and your family are really cute about gifts.
Everyone's really cute about gifts. I'm super behind on getting gifts this year, and I do hold myself to a standard that I like to come up with something creative that, you know, delights my family. At least I think it does. Or maybe they're just
your
like,
family is going like, oh God, maybe this is the year we don't have to deal with
what
whatever
else
Grace
is she going to put her face on and give to us this year?
You know what I love though is like back in like YouTube heyday when people would like give you a gift and it'd be like a drawing of yourself, a lot of that. And Colleen was so good about it with Miranda Sings because she would have a wall of it.
Yes.
But like for me, and it was so thoughtful, and I'd always take a picture because I appreciate it. I'd be like, what am I going to do? Like have a haul of myself? And then that's actually what you do to your family.
I do. My stepmom actually texted me the other day. She was like, me and your dad took a bike ride and didn't realize we both put on the same sweatshirt. I don't even remember getting them this sweatshirt, either of them, but it's a sweatshirt with an iron-on photo of me and Arnold Schwarzenegger on it. And I guess I gave that to both of them at some point.
Wow, jingle all the way.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I've also, in terms of like maxing out, I've really maxed out like the cutesy narcissistic gifts I can give. So I'm trying to figure something out.
Well, it's tough because I feel like there's the glory days of when online shopping really started to hit.
Right.
And it was, you know, like back in the day, if you wanted to get a personalized shirt, it would be like, that'll be $200, please. And,
oh my God.
And then it came in and you were like, I can get my face on a mug and a shirt
and maybe
and
some socks.
Oh, excuse me. And so then it was like, I'm set for years.
No, that's how I feel about social media in general. It used to just be Instagram, and now what's TikTok, what is all of these things. And now when I go online to look up custom gifts, it's endless possibilities. And so I haven't made any choices yet. But we'll get there. But we put a tree up because Elliot, you know, owns an artificial Christmas tree.
Isn't that like the only thing he moved in with?
He moved in with
he walked down the street with just a Christmas tree slung over his shoulder like he's fucking Paul Bunyan or something.
He had like a drawer of MeUndies underwear and then just an artificial Christmas tree.
I'm sorry. Yeah. And to those of you who hate when we say non-spawn. MeUndies, I've told you. Yeah. Chip did it for a year, and every couple of months when the print was really good, he got me pajamas. So now I have these full footy pajamas. So I'm like, it's your fault I look like shit.
Yeah, you did this to me.
But then he stopped because he had his fill. And then, you know, as time goes on and things wear out, the other night he was like, I think I'm going to start MeUndies again. And I was like, goody! like I was so excited to see what drawers he was going to get and what occasional onesies I was going to get.
Well, they do spawn his Valley Folk podcast.
Oh, well, so perfect.
He gets them every month, and he gets very excited about them.
How can I get Chip sponsored even though he does nothing like presentational?
They would probably send it to him.
Okay, I'm on it. Thank you. Okay, but so he came in with a Christmas tree.
He's got a Christmas tree. he didn't have any ornaments with it other than like maybe a couple from his parents that were like sentimental, but really not much. So last year we went out and got some ornaments, just generic ones. And then I just ordered pure trash online. I found somehow every raccoon and like fox and bunny looking ornament.
Oh, that's cute.
They were cute. And then
especially because now your house is like in the outdoors. I will want an update on that.
But
we'll get
give
back to
you
it.
an update.
We'll
We're in a war right now.
No. Focus on the good.
It.
Focus on the tree.
I know. I feel like looking at my tree now, I fully manifested this because they're all over the tree. Went to Joann's today and was perusing their ornaments. I got him a crock pot ornament.
Grace Helbig, let me tell you something right now.
Mm-hmm.
Chip and I always travel. I always travel.
Yeah.
When I was in New York, I would just like wait tables and stuff. So like Christmas isn't a thing I do.
Right.
And this year we're stuck here. And so the other night I was like, maybe we should just fucking lean in.
Yeah.
Get a tree.
Yeah.
Get some pajamas, some slippers. Like just do the damn thing.
Do the damn thing.
Open a gift on Christmas Eve. Like the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And I picked out a pink Christmas tree online. And I approached Chip about it like I was asking if he wanted to have a threesome. I was like, babe, I've got a wacky idea. I don't know if you're into it, and he was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, I've already got a whole cart filled with ornaments.
Perfect.
But one of the ornaments, ma'am, was a crock pot.
Okay. When I went to the checkout, the woman at the checkout was like, is this a crock pot? And I said, yes, isn't it so stupid? And then like it was a moment of silence because I realized that stupid for other people doesn't have the positive connotation that it does.
She was offended. She slowly put the crock pot out of her cart.
Yeah, she stopped wrapping it in the tissue paper.
This nice lady said they're stupid.
I was like, no, I mean, it's hilarious. I think it's really funny. So yeah, our tree is a hodgepodge of critters and a crock pot.
Well, okay. I should have never opened this Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, I got a cute ass pink pre-lit tree.
That's going to be so cute. Very you.
Very me. It matches my living room because I've got that like wavy, crazy carpet.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, well, let me get some ornaments. But if I'm going to do it right, since I've never done it, I'm going to do it right.
Yeah.
And so I got into all those like old timey, like hand blown glass cute ones. Like they're not like plastic or wood. They're like the gorgeous vintage looking ones.
Yeah. If they fall, that's a whole mess.
Like that crock pot ornament cost more than a crock pot. Like Chip saw my cart and was like, those seem expensive. And I was like, we're doing Christmas. But I got since we normally travel, I got all stuff that reminds me, of us. And then also where we've gone.
That's
so like there's
cute.
the stuff that's Japan, there's Scotland. I've got a crock pot and a separate peanut.
See, these
are favorite foods.
This is really cute. That's the thing that you got to do this year. Just kind of lean into the irony-less holiday.
Totally.
You know? Also, you can double duty with these like tiny weird. Yeah, you heard me. With these tiny weird little ornaments because they're bean size, so you can do an entire nativity scene with nativity bean with beans.
That's true. Today I got my first ornament in, and it's a bowling shoe.
Cute.
And I also got a bowling ball. We got all our favorite things to eat.
See, this is going to be something that it's a happy accident that this is how you have to do it.
However,
this year.
I will say, Christmas people, you need to step it up. Ramen ornaments are hella sold out.
Ramen, the food ornaments.
Yes,
oh,
everybody
is
getting
ramen.
I know.
Huh. Okay. Wow.
So,
everyone's getting those ornaments. Yeah, that's interesting.
So I went from I don't give a fuck about Christmas, and I still don't, to very much caring about high quality ornaments.
Yeah, if I can decorate.
I love that we both have crock pots. How fun is that?
I know. We've really become a very niche type of brand this year.
I wish they were operational. And like Beans could have a little crock pot. And I make her a tiny roast.
Oh, that would be so cute. So cute.
I feel like they make tiny crock pots for, that it's not, people who like burn wax as potpourri.
Oh,
they're like melty. It's like melty wax, and people will put it on the stove and like lightly cook this wax to like fill their home with a scent as opposed to a candle. I always thought it seemed like a really that's a shitty way to have to clean a pan.
Yeah, that seems like a deconstructed candle with a big old mess.
Well, anyway, I'm going to find a tiny crock pot for Beans.
Oh, I think that's perfect. Tis the season. Oh, my goodness.
let's see, check.
Yeah.
My note of I succumbed to it and got a tree.
No, that's great. I feel like, it starts like this. Everyone make note of where Mamrie's at here. And then, by this time next year, I think it's going to be
I'm going to be a full Griswold light display.
Everything available. They make so many different kinds of decorations. It's so wild.
Should we talk about... Well, okay, no.
Go.
I have lots of stuff to talk about, but since we kind of segued into it, what's the latest?
Oh, Critter Corner.
I'm calling you the Critter Coroner.
Yeah, the Critter Coroner. Yeah. Not really, but I've reached a rage level now.
Oh no! How much olive oil do you have left in that bottle?
Look, the mice are gone. Mice are not an issue.
Wait, really?
Yeah, mice have not been seen.
You nutcrackered this bitch.
Right, but we've been hearing various noises at night. And the other day I had the door, like our little sliding glass door, open during the day. Well, just during the day for a second, literally. And I heard Elliot come home, so I walked in the hallway and I saw a little piece of something like fly off our dining room table. And I got closer, and a bird was in the house.
No.
And it just flew back out of the house. And I was like, what? Okay, that can happen now.
Yes.
This is great. Wonderful. And then, so no birds have happened since then. But then we've been seeing all of our sod in this like tiny little yard area that we have that gets torn up every day. And I kept thinking, we have squirrels. I see them everywhere.
And it's not goose.
It's not goose.
Okay.
And I'm figuring that the squirrels are just finding their nuts that they buried for the winter. And this is them like having a real difficult time trying to find them.
And I will say, as much as I detest a squirrel, I don't think they could be trusted. I think they are rats with bushy tails.
Yes, I agree.
I do think it's really cute they hide food.
I think it's really cute.
I love it.
I've seen over the summer in our old house, we might have taken some mind-altering drugs and looked over at one point, and there was seriously a squirrel that was just in one part of the yard for an extended period of time. And I got a little closer, and he was just hands side to side, fully burying all of these nuts that he had, like a human or like a little kid at the beach making a sandcastle.
I respect it.
It blew my mind. So that's where my experience with that, I go, oh, maybe they're just having a hard time remembering where they put it.
I mean, you remember when you and I got drunk in some random city, USA. I don't remember.
You would think I would remember that.
Oh, my God. And then we ordered oh, no, we were in Vegas. Okay. That's why we went to go see Britney Spears. We got so wasted and we ordered all this food.
Yes.
And the next day as we're leaving, I see that I had stuck the sweet potato fries behind the microwave because I didn't want you to eat them all and I was going to eat them after you fell asleep.
Yeah, you had,
I'm a squirrel.
I preemptively declared that these are mine.
I was like, she's going a little too hard on those sweet potato fries. I think I am going to bury them until her ass is passed out.
Great. But no, so we thought it was these things. Then in the middle of the night, heard their noise. Look out of the shades on our windows in our bedroom. 3 huge raccoons. 3 huge, bigger than goose.
Oh no.
I look out, all of them look at me at once with just laser eyes, like our t-shirts that we sell on our DFTBA website. And I was so tired because every night, like I've heard goose bark at something. We couldn't figure out what it was. We hadn't seen any mice. What is it? And there's coyotes in the neighborhood. So but our house is kind of, they couldn't really get in there. And so I see 3 of them and I just start screaming, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And I started flashing the lights and I started banging on the door. And then finally, they just kind of one at a time crawl over the fence, but took their time.
Well, because baby got back. They got raccoons. They are thick.
They are thick.
Patas.
They are thick.
They didn't,
and they were just taking their time. They were looking at me, touching the yard, the grass,
with
moving
their
it over.
Nimble fingers.
Yeah, with their human tiny baby hands. And I was so pissed, and they ran away. And so we've been spraying. We have this mint spray because mint and peppermint oil is one of the major organic deterrents for them.
Oh, I know. I bought a ton of it when we had our problem in Palm Springs. Yeah. And I was out there spraying leaves, and then I was like, no, bitch, bring in the nukes.
I know. I keep saying I call our house the House of Cuties because I think everyone's really cute and the house looks really cute right now. And I say the House of Cuties are at war right now because I have been losing sleep up every night trying to make sure they're not in the yard. And so now every noise I hear at night I think is them. So I jump up to
So are the raccoons trying to find worms or something?
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're more trash people.
You would think that.
Yeah.
And so the sod that we have, there's grubs under the sod. So they just pick it up and flop it over and then just go for gold under there. And it's so...
They're just like lifting the sod carpet to get the food underneath.
They don't put it back. It's just open everywhere, like ruined tiles everywhere in the morning.
Those
and
bastards.
So, yeah, they weren't there last night that we could see. And so I've just been spraying mint like crazy. I mean, if anything, our house smells like a mint julep right now. But yeah, I'm at war with raccoons. And
damn. Who knew that you were going to be moving into the critterest corner of all?
Truly, it is. We are at war from every angle. It is. I don't know what's going to happen next, but that's where my energy has been. And they are, I mean, I've always identified very strongly with like a raccoon, but right now we're at odds.
Maybe you've always thought of socks as the perfect gift or the perfect way to give back, but actually, BOMBAS socks were made to give. Literally, when you give a pair of super comfortable BOMBAS socks, you're not only giving someone a gift they'll love, you'll also be donating a specially designed pair to someone in need, because for every pair of socks BOMBAS sells, they donate a pair to someone experiencing homelessness across the U.S. And since socks are the #1 most requested clothing item in homeless shelters, the generosity of giving BOMBAS will make a meaningful impact this holiday season. BOMBAS are specially engineered to be the most comfortable pair of socks you and everyone on your gift list has ever worn. They've spent years perfecting every detail, like eliminating those annoying toe seams, making sure their socks never slip, and creating a special mid-foot support system. I have many pairs of BOMBAS socks. I love them very much. I have high arches, and that mid-foot support system really truly comes in handy. I have a pair that has Big Bird on them. I have a pair that just has straight up designs on them. They also have a little R and a little L, so I know to put them on the correct feet. As an adult, it can get difficult, but BOMBAS helps you out. They come in tons of colors and styles, including athletic performance socks, limited edition holiday socks, dress socks, socks made from merino wool, a natural wonder fiber that's super warm, incredibly soft, and naturally moisture wicking. Google it. The generosity of BOMBAS customers has allowed them to donate over 40 million pairs of socks and counting to their nationwide network of 3,000 plus giving partners. BOMBAS socks are 100% backed for life. If you or anyone you give them to aren't happy with them, just reach out to their customer happiness team, who will issue an exchange or refund. From comfort to kindness and everything in between, BOMBAS aren't just givable, they were made to give. So go to bombas.com/TMGW today and get 20% off your first order. That's BOMBAS, BOMBAS.com/TMGW, bombas.com/TMGW for 20% off your first order.
Let's be honest, shaving is no fun at all, and that is especially true during the winter months, because I don't know about you, but my skin gets dry, and then I try to shave it, and then I just look like a beat-up alligator or something like that. But ever since I've been using the ATHENA Club razor, I actually look forward to shaving, because I know I'm gonna come out of there all silky and smooth. No kidding, it gets the cleanest shave I've ever tried, and I'm talking about all over my body. That's because ATHENA Club Razor is expertly designed with the sharpest patented blades on the market. They are one-of-kind blades, and they're enhanced with a revolutionary water-activated serum that has shea butter and hyaluronic acid for a skin-soothing shave with maximum hydration. Shea butter and hyaluronic acid? Well, you just learned a new word. But it is not just razors that enhance the experience. They also have the Cloud Shave Foam and the Dewy Body Lotion. I'm telling you, you're gonna be so smooth that people are gonna think it's actually summer instead of winter. And the best part is the razor kit is only $9, which includes 2 5-blade razor heads, your choice of a razor handle color, and a magnetic holder for easy storage. I get new blades shipped regularly, so I never run out. You're welcome, Chip. ATHENA Club also has a bunch of other self-care essentials like natural deodorant, body lotion, and face wipes. They're even offered in bundles, which would be a perfect little stocking stuffer or gift this holiday season. So, for the smoothest, closest shave all year long, do what I did and switch to ATHENA Club. Sign up today and you'll get 20% off your first order. Just go to athenaclub.com and use promo code WEIRD. That's ATHENACLUB.com with promo code WEIRD for 20% off and 100% off that razor burn, okay? Well, you know what critters are back for me?
Ooh,
which
what?
was one of the first critters we ever even spoke of.
Huh.
Hummingbirds, baby.
Yeah.
It's the hummingbird migration. They are going off on our planter. Our feeder. But like I just sat out there and had beans in my lap and was watching them go off.
Yeah.
And one flew so close to me, I thought he was going to pluck my eye like a toothpick through an olive.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. But I was reading up on it because now I'm obsessed with reading about hummingbirds and possibly writing a movie about them.
There you go.
Pixar.
I mean, the Pixar film doesn't exist yet.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And there's a type of hummingbird that every fucking year, Grace, migrates from central Mexico to Alaska.
Wow. Okay. Ambitious.
3,400 miles.
What do they
This
gotta
little
prove?
bitch. They're like, they can fly for like days without stopping. And then when they do stop, they can remember certain feeders and flowers from their previous journeys.
Wow.
And then they'll like just kind of hang out on a boat if they're in the middle of the ocean or like they do it all by themselves. Like they aren't like pack animals. You're never going to see like a flying V of hummingbirds.
Right. They're just a bunch of little like Jack Kerouacs just like having their, eat, pray, love.
Just learning, just living their life.
Also, they know they can get away with anything. Like if a hummingbird came and sat like on your car, you'd be like, I'll give you a lift. Yeah, go for it.
Well, we remember I talked about hummingbird snores are so cute.
Yes.
And then there was like a year or so ago that Chip and I found an injured one and gave it we made it some nectar and I put it on a heating pad and it started flying in our house. Anyway, so the hummingbirds are back. I support their migration, but damn if they're not like, I think they're the territorial ones where they're fully like,
yeah.
It's crazy. It sounds like a tiny NASCAR race in my backyard.
Yeah, there's a difference in the angry Zooms versus just the regulars.
Speaking of angry.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay. Well, people who follow our Patreon and get our bonus podcast every month will remember that I was walking Beans a couple of weeks ago, and across the street from me, like a couple houses down, there was a girl going off.
Yes.
Like it was like a move out friendship breakup scenario.
Yes. What did she tell them? Like
have
you
two
and
clips.
your bald husband or something can get out of here.
She was being real crazy.
Yeah.
I have 2 short clips. I'll play them.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I mean, this is why I should not be allowed to do this. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Did you hear that?
I said moving into my new apartment, my mansion in Hollywood.
I'm young. I'm beautiful. I'm moving into my mansion in Hollywood.
Oh,
here's
boy.
Here we go.
Because I'm young and beautiful, moving into my new apartment, my mansion in Hollywood.
Here's another one.
It sounds like
Because I'm
Oh, no. God damn it. Anyway, I have a couple of them, but she would be like, I'm a fucking millionaire, bitch.
I mean, it sounds like she's making fun of herself.
I want to send it to the Gregory brothers and have it remixed.
Yeah.
She said, like, you're just mad because I'm young and beautiful and moving into my mansion, you hag. It was just like, it was pretty incredible. And I was like, hey, get this on camera. And I didn't film her because I just filmed my feet because I was scared I was going to get beat up. But I was like, get this, but also like, don't get punched today.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
keep
she
a
was
safe
on
distance.
it.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I realized the other day, I'm walking past the house with Beans that this girl was having a fight with someone in and leaving, moving out for her mansion in Hollywood.
Yes.
And then I hear a voice call for someone from that house. Guess who lives there?
Who?
Sweet Habanero.
What?
The bitchy chihuahua named Sweet Habanero lives in this home with the older lady. So now I'm like, who was moving out? Was this girl yelling at her mother with this tone of voice? Was she mad at Sweet Habanero for stealing the spotlight?
Right. Was Sweet Habanero the hag in question?
Was she calling Sweet Habanero a white trash, ugly hag?
Was she mad?
Because like, I don't disagree. So now I'm just like so intrigued. I walk past this house a million times and I was always like, there's this beware of dog sign. Like who lives here? Meanwhile, it's like a tiny little chihuahua wiener dog named Sweet Habanero. It's habanero.
Habanero.
I got corrected. They were like, quit rolling the R on that. ma'am. It's habanero. But yeah.
Wow.
So there is
Plot
drama
thickens.
going down.
Oh, like a great gravy. It thickens.
Oh, it's a roux, baby.
Oh, that's I'm interested to see how this develops over the holiday season. Tensions only get more high.
And if any of you guys do cool remixes, let me know. I'll send you the clip. Tweet at me.
Please. Okay, here's a story I saw a while ago. One, I just screen grabbed the article headline, which is a kangaroo attacked an Australian jogger because she was wearing Sarah Jessica Parker's perfume. And so I went back and I read the story today.
Is it Big's new wife?
This story is a woman in Australia went for a run, didn't have any deodorant, so she did a little splash of Sarah Jessica Parker's perfume. Which
who's sniffing you when you're on a run? I did a full hike today, no deodorant.
Oh, and I don't know why the alternative to no deo would be SJP. Because
SJPO.
I rather just natural body sweat than a compromised, sweaty, weird kind of faint Sarah Jessica Parker. Lovely, I guess is the name of her perfume. Anyway, she was running. And then she realized that this kangaroo jumped over a fence.
They're good at jumping.
Wild. It gets closer to her, kicks her, knocks her down, and she's trying to run. She runs away from this kangaroo, throwing gravel at it. It's not stopping. She runs to the first house that she sees. The people knocks on the door. People let her into the house. The kangaroo sits on the front yard for 20 minutes. It does not leave this house. She had to be driven home by the people that live in this house. That is wild to me. Wild. Humans are going crazy. I think also because humans are not out in the world as much, animals are creeping closer and closer and getting weirder and weirder.
That is like so scary to me because
it made me so anxious just reading the story.
I used to be kind of obsessed with pictures of kangaroos that were jacked. Like if you look up red kangaroo, it's fucking scary. It is full like Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever he was, strongest man in the world. I don't know. Like he is lounging. He's full Burt Reynolds of centerfold. It's fucking freaky.
It looks like it's photoshopped and it's not.
It's not okay. It's not okay. And if that was mad at me and waiting for you.
If it jumped over a fence, got up close enough to you to knock you over, and then you run away into a random person's home, and then it just sits on the front lawn for 20 minutes and you have to get driven home. Oh, the end of the world is near.
I do not like it. I also wonder if it really had to do with the scent or if that was just a fun tidbit that the reporter.
Like, what have you done differently that would have brought the kangaroo on today?
I was wearing lovely. I can't do it. Wow, that's so scary. Imagine being the people there.
Oh, man.
Because if someone comes up and is furiously knocking on your door and it's like a distraught jogger woman, I'm like, oh, someone's trying to murder you. Come on in, ma'am. And if then they were like, a raccoon has followed me because I'm wearing
kangaroo.
Okay. Oh, my God. That's all we need. That's
all
the next
the wires.
But yeah, the kangaroo followed me and is beating me up because I'm wearing perfume.
And it's just sitting on the front lawn now and it's not leaving because I've been targeted as the next mate. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he wanted to like.
I don't know
her back for his own.
I don't know what the
maybe it was a female kangaroo.
Maybe that
and
just
she
wanted
was
to know what she was wearing.
Yeah, this bitch wears. This is what my husband came home smelling like the other night.
Yeah.
I smell it again, and I'm gonna take you down. Oh my gosh. Oh, speaking of, I remember a couple months ago or weeks ago or whatever. I was trying to remember the beer can bacon.
Oh yeah,
thing.
what is it?
I don't remember. Something it like sounded like Jamaican saying bacon when you say beer can. But then I say it weird. Anyway, someone then tweeted at me and was like, try this one. Grace, say rise up lights.
Yeah, I know. This is the one I can never think of. Rise up lights.
Razor blades.
Razor blades. I know.
She should have been carrying a rise up light.
A rise up light.
Oh my God.
I know.
Like my throat is sore from screaming
I
about
know.
that.
Isn't that so scary? So it's happening everywhere. The animals are getting confident and strange.
With the holiday season right around the corner, we're all getting into the spirit by indulging in the sights and sounds and scents of the season. You'll get it. The one thing I made sure to do is update my Native collection with their Candy Cane holiday scent. That's right. Native deodorant makes the scent in candy cane for the holiday season, so your armpits can celebrate just like the rest of you is celebrating. Native is the perfect addition to your daily routine this holiday season. Their deodorants don't just block odor better, they're made better. Native has ingredients that you've heard of, like coconut oil and shea butter. It's also vegan and never tested on animals. Win, win, win. And Native never uses ingredients that shouldn't be in deodorant, like aluminum, parabens, sulfates, or talc. And their Candy Cane gift set makes a great gift option, and all Native products are great stocking stuffers for everyone on your list. It's not mean to give anyone deodorant. I see it as a sweet, sweet treat. Native is risk-free to try. Every product comes with free shipping within the U.S., plus free 30-day returns and exchanges. If you don't like your candy cane scented armpit deodorant, you can return it. You have 30 days to figure that out. I don't see why it would take that long, but you have 30 days to figure that out. See why so many people love Native and check out their over 14,000 5-star reviews. So shop Native's holiday collection today by going to nativedeo.com/TMGW20 or use the promo code TMGW20 at checkout to get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/TMGW20 or use promo code TMGW20 at checkout for 20% off your first orders.
Speaking of strange,
Yeah.
we got to talk about it. The KFC movie.
Oh, what's happening here?
It's a Lifetime mini movie. I'm not sure. Sponsored by KFC, but it's about like the Colonel and a secret recipe. And I watched the preview, and it makes me so Mario Lopez as Colonel Sanders.
And it's just a commercial?
No.
Or it's an actual short film?
I feel like it's a thing that they're actually releasing. And it makes me so uncomfortable because here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
The preview isn't funny.
Oh, it's okay.
It's done in earnest.
Okay.
But for people, like done in earnest, which I feel like means like they're playing it true, but it would be funny.
I would love them to do it in earnest, like Ernest goes to camp.
Of course, always. But they're doing it in earnest, but like it'd only be funny if actually funny people were in it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig did a Lifetime movie.
They did.
Yeah, and that's great because they probably played it completely straight.
They did, and then they got all this flack for it because they like didn't take it seriously or something. It was weird about it.
But this whole thing is just confusing from top to bottom.
It's called A Recipe for Seduction.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I mean, they had a good thing going when they made Reba the Colonel for their commercials.
The glory days.
I was like, KFC breaking down gender barriers. This is really cool. And now they've 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, I feel like. What's happening?
We need to get Reba back. I feel like she could really kick 2021 off well. If it's Reba McEntire and she's here as the Colonel, ready to go.
If she was the Colonel in A Recipe for Seduction, I would watch that. I want to know what happens there.
Recipe for rebuction. I love her. No, it's very weird.
Yeah.
I mean, like the plot is that he has this new secret recipe. I went on a Twitter thing yesterday because I was like, if this works, let me write the slutty little Wendy's story of her square burgers.
I did see you tweet that. I said, I'll hear about this on the podcast.
And then someone else was like, I'm surprised you didn't choose In-N-Out, which makes so much goddamn sense.
There it goes.
But I don't like it.
I don't like it's only a 15-minute short film. I don't, because
that's too long to be a sketch.
Too
short to be a
an
film.
Actual Lifetime movie. Like if you're gonna go and do a Lifetime movie, go and make an 1.5-hour KFC commercial that's a Lifetime movie.
Like they don't cost any money.
Right, exactly.
You already paid for the sets.
Right. A KFC commercial probably has the same budget as a full Lifetime movie.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if Reba's there.
If Reba's there, her quote's through the roof.
Now, if Reba was playing the Colonel in this
is what I'm saying.
I would be 100% on board.
100% on board. The casting of Mario Lopez,
I hate it.
I'm confused by it. Oh, as I get, is it because he's supposed to be like, but he's the Colonel in this.
Look.
Also, it just looks like he did Hair Club for Men, just some gray streaks in his hair.
Totally.
That hair doesn't
I
look
hate
right.
it. I started researching and I went down a hole today.
Yeah.
And I learned something about Popeyes.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I was like, also, I mean, forget it. Wendy's is a big change, but if like Popeyes, the other chicken place besides the homophobic one,
right?
I was like, is Popeyes? I started going, I was like, Popeyes. Okay, I don't really choose Popeyes. And then I was like, it's weird when you say Popeyes a lot.
Yes, it is.
You realize what a weird word it is.
Popeyes. Yeah, it sounds like you're saying like puppy.
Did you had some Popeyes recently?
We had some recently. Elliot wanted some biscuits, and then I turned around and we got 12 biscuits and like a whole bucket of chicken.
Oh my God.
Or whatever it comes in. It was fantastic.
Love my chicken from Popeyes.
I had biscuits for breakfast. I had biscuits for lunch. It was
what you got to do. But so I was like, is Popeyes in any way associated with Popeye? The sailor who eats spinach?
Right. Yeah, you would think.
I was like, because they don't use him as a spokesman.
Right. Neither one talked. Did they have a falling out? What's happening?
Olive oil isn't up in that bitch.
Right. Or Bruno, the other guy.
Bruno.
Yeah.
I researched it, and it turns out the guy who created Popeyes named it after a character, Jimmy Popeye Doyle, from the 1971 movie, The French Connection.
Not the store in the mall that
Not
I
the
could
store
never
in the mall.
afford.
No, yeah. No, there's a movie called The French Connection from 71. And the character that Gene Hackman plays and won Best Actor for, I believe, is what Popeyes is based off of. So, like, my question is, why the fuck isn't Gene Hackman your Colonel Sanders?
Right.
Of Popeyes.
Yeah.
Like, no shade to their spokesman. I think she's lovely. But, like, isn't that weird as fuck?
Have the full circle moment. Yeah, that's such a funny thing to that.
It'd be like,
Be
oh, you know,
such a
Popeyes.
fan.
Was that your great grandfather's name who gave you the recipe? No, it's a Gene Hackman film from 1971.
It's like we watched this documentary about a cult that thought they were going to get picked up by a UFO called Heaven's Gate. And
girl, I know Heaven's Gate. It's the most famous cult.
Right. I didn't know much about them. This doc is really great. It's a short series. And the two leaders of it are named T and Do, not their real names, because they both love the sound of music. And that song, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, they named themselves T and Do after that.
Well, the people who started that cult met in a
She was his nurse in a psychiatric ward. There's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot to unpack. We'll save that cult for today because I want to watch it. But so Popeyes is named after a character from the French Connection. Has nothing to do with Southern cooking. But then here's the fucking crazy thing that happened to me today.
What?
So I'm talking all that shit about KFC on Twitter yesterday. And by that, I mean 2 tweets.
Yeah.
But to me, that's a full Twitter meltdown.
And you hardly tweet. Yeah. So that's like.
That was a tweet storm.
Yeah. That was wild. You went off the hinges.
I mean, school was canceled.
Yeah. I flagged both tweets.
Thank you. So then I'm on my email today and I get an email that's from from a company called Glovo. I'm like, what is this?
This isn't the train company under a new name?
They did not respond after I sent them the picture of Trump at the little table and said, let's table this.
Okay, good. They followed your directions.
But if we get bored enough and I need content, I'll poke the bear.
Yeah, if you have enough mezcals.
I'll re-sign up under a pseudonym and talk shit again. But anyway, I got this email and now I see that it gives me the option to translate the message, but I didn't until then. I didn't before now. Okay. It's in French and I look it up and it says, I can't speak French even though I did 3 semesters. Confirmation de commande. And I look and there's KFC and it's for an order. It's a receipt for an order of a classic twister, hot and crispy, a kernel, 4 hot and crispy wings.
Yeah.
Delivery to the Ivory Coast of Africa.
Wait. You got sent the receipt for a KFC delivery to the Ivory Coast of Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, what the fuck? So, and then I got a follow-up that shows me the guy who delivered it, coffee, and it's expedited, and the receipt to show that it got delivered.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, is there some like mob for KFC that like you fucked with KFC? We're gonna give your credit card to people in Africa and they're gonna order some Colonel Twisters.
They can only order from KFC.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait, and you don't know what it is?
No, so I looked it up and it was like, here's your invoice. Hello, Miriam. And it was like, here's the delivery time. Here's exactly where it was sent. I'm hoping whatever their currency, 5,000 is very small. So then I sent it to my business manager, my accountant, and I was like, look, I don't know if they just like had a typo or something because the person's name is Miriam. That maybe like it got emailed to my email address because they like mixed up letters, something like that. I was like, surely this typo. I go, but will you check all my cards to see if any KFCs?
Oh my God.
If I've had any charges to KFC in Africa. And where exactly is it? It's the Boulevard des Martyrs in Abidjan, Ivory Coast.
Yep, that's not near here.
Nope. And he was like, no charges. It must be a misprint on like what the email address is for a receipt.
Yeah.
But there's a minute there where I had quite the conspiracy theory go. Like I talk shit about KFC one day and the next day my card is being charged for KFC on the Ivory Coast.
Weird.
Isn't that strange?
Very, very strange. And I don't know what else for KFC is going to come up for you now. But yeah, very strange. Happy to know that $5,000 of KFC wasn't spent in your name.
If I get a receipt tomorrow that's like KFC landscaping.
Yeah, I know.
Then I feel like people are out to get me pretty hardcore.
Speaking of the fun facts that we're learning, I learned this last night. Tell me if you know this.
This is a good fun fact week.
I had cramps, so I took a Tylenol.
Good for you.
Thank you. Did you know that Tylenol makes you less empathetic?
I'm sorry, what?
This is a fact. Elliot told me this last night, and I thought he was just high and spouting things that he thought were funny. And I was like...
Chip does that too, and I'm like, that Reddit post... okay, that's true.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
got it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, Tylenol makes you less empathetic. It reduces empathy for other people's suffering. It blunts physical and social pain by reducing activation in brain areas thought to be related to emotional awareness and motivation.
How is it legal to sell it?
I don't know, but now I feel like if anyone's out there taking Tylenol for headaches or this or that or cramps or whatever, muscle pain, they're not. It's now warranted that they're not giving a shit about anyone else.
Isn't Tylenol? Do I have this right that it's like a blood thinner?
I think so. Something
we watched
along those
a movie.
lines.
We watched a terrible movie about James Comey last week. It was like Jeff Daniels starred as him. Anyway, and I remember there was a part where every morning he would like wake up and the first thing he did was take Tylenol. And then there was a scene where the doctor's like, you still, because basically like if you have high blood pressure, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But I know there are people who take it on the daily.
Right.
But how interesting is that if you were like, I mean, he's taking care of himself, but he's caring less about me.
Right. And also, if you think about this, usually you're going to take Tylenol because you're already in a compromised sort of like pain, which means your empathy levels are probably a little bit lower to begin with.
Right.
And then you take a Tylenol and then it's like, gone, see ya. I don't give a shit whatever you're going through. It's me time.
How do they
Is that
test
wild?
that?
I know. I have no idea, but I thought that was wild. I was like, that's is so ridiculous. I have to look that up. And
I
it's
didn't
true.
know it was legal to like sell pain medication like that. And we're not talking like you're taking a Xanax or something.
No.
Like you're taking something that's over the counter.
But then when you think about it, it is a pain blocker. So it blunts physical and social pain.
It blocks seeing other people's pain.
Yeah, isn't that wild? I thought that was so wild.
I think you should do an expose.
Right?
I would watch this HBO series about crimes that happened because someone took too much Tylenol.
I know.
Absolutely.
It was pretty wild. Also, did you hear Erica Jane and Tom are getting a divorce?
I did. I heard that. I felt
which is
bad.
I've had in my notes forever a while ago to tell you that you and Erica Jane have the same facial structure. I was like, it was around Halloween that I was going to tell you that would have been a great Halloween costume for you because when you dressed as Charlotte Flair, I remember being like,
Erica Jane.
I was like, what? You remind me of someone I can't pinpoint it. And then I was watching the last season of Housewives, and it just hit me, and I was like, Mamrie and Erica could do a face swap. You could do an Erica Jane Halloween costume easily.
Take it. I do look completely different with a blonde wig on.
I know that's the thing is that when you were dressed as Charlotte Flair, I was like, you look so different, but I can't pinpoint who you look like now.
I've always wanted to look like a random lower tier pop artist housewife who's married to a very old man.
I know, Broadway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you for that. I will take that any day.
Oh, you're so welcome.
I do want to say, I do have one more thing to say.
Yeah, of course.
Well, no, we won't end on this because it's kind of depressing.
Okay, let me see if I have any good news.
But I did want to finish it because last week we were talking about how I saw that weird photo shoot with the woman with the Raggedy Ann doll on her. And I was like, let me look up Raggedy Ann.
Yes.
Everything I read, I hated.
About Raggedy Ann?
Everything I hated.
In what way? Was it depressing or was it?
It was
like
just
bad?
like it was just gross. It was just like she sucks.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no!
Raggedy Ann sucks. But I was like, what's the backstory? And so the backstory was the guy who created Raggedy Ann in 1917 is that his daughter came down from the attic carrying an old faceless doll that belonged to her aunt. So then the writer like painted a face on it, gave it a little button nose, named it Raggedy Ann, and then like started creating Adventures of Raggedy Ann stories. Okay. Right? So you're like, all right, that's fine.
It's a little creepy, but fine.
A depression.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 2 seconds from carrying around a faceless cloth doll. You know what I mean? Look at my friends.
Look at this hag.
We're having drinks. But then, this is the depressing part.
Uh-oh.
Then, at 13 years old, Marcella, the daughter, died from diphtheria from a contaminated vaccination needle. So, Raggedy Ann is like a symbol of anti-vaxxers.
Oh, no.
She got even worse. Like, you couldn't think Raggedy Ann could get worse. And she's like a symbol of anti-vaxxing because the little girl died from... Isn't that crazy?
Well, okay. You know, Raggedy Ann hasn't been in my zeitgeist, so it's safe to keep her out of it still.
She's in your dreams now, bitch. She is in your dreams.
Love it. Well, let's end with a really sweet...
but I thought that was interesting, and y'all needed to know.
It is interesting. You did promise us a book report on it, so thank you. Let's end on a sweet little review from the Apple reviews. Thank you guys for reviewing the podcast as always. This one is from someone typed in just smash the keyboard a bunch, and that's their name that they typed in.
Perfect.
The title is Perfect in Combination with Recreational Drug Use.
Aww.
And it says, sometimes when I'm too high on shrooms, I sit in my car and listen to this podcast, and it makes me feel better, like having two big sisters distracting me from the fact that I'm actually tripping balls.
Oh, I love that. If I rolled up on someone, pupils dilated, tripping their face off, and I heard our voices coming from their car, I'd be like, first of all, give me your keys.
Two things.
Second of all, please leave us a rating.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
Thank you guys, as always, for the ratings. They're very sweet and very fun to look through.
Oh, that is fantastic. I can't believe we both got crockpot ornaments.
I love it.
Of all the ornaments in the world you brought up, it's the one that I was most excited about.
Well, it looks great in person, so you'll be very happy.
Well, thanks. You guys, this got weird.
Yep.